people with low confidence look like, what are their features, and why they don't realize that they have low confidence, because they think it's become part of them. Okay, that's how they have been conditioned to, that's how they've grown up, and it's become part of them, and they think there's nothing wrong with it, and they keep on losing on so many opportunities related to their career, their growth, and money, people, giving up on their dream life, and so many other stuff, right? So there are a couple of points that I would like to highlight. Now, number one is people with low confidence have this habit of buttering up people, okay, because they're not straightforward. I'll tell you how, because I know how it felt to me to kind of being straightforward, maybe to my boss, to my colleague, in giving a task, or accepting a task, or giving if I wanted to leave, about for some reason, and how I would kind of butter it up and think that it's not my right to demand leave. I thought it's companies doing a favor on me by granting me leaves, right? It's a two-way relationship, and I would just butter it up and go to my team leader or managers and tell them, okay, you know what, and blah 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 blah, and I leave. So that's number one point that I want to highlight. Number two is they never give constructive feedback, because again, relating to number one point, they believe in buttering and then speaking, and they don't want to make enemies, right? So what they do is that they just kind of beat around the bushes and then come to the point and then tell them, okay, you know what, it's okay, you can keep on making mistake, but it's I think you kind of need to work on that. Now, what are you doing? Because a person is thinking that, and it happens in India, I guess, most of the time, because people think the sandwich policy, where you cover it up with good thing and then the problem and then the good thing again, and kind of make that person feel right. But what is important is the person should realize that he has done a mistake and he should not be repeating it. And how can you do that? By actually being honest to him. So we are afraid of being honest because we think that it might backfire us for some reason, I don't know what reason, and somewhere everything is connected with our childhood. I'll highlight this at the end. Number three is oh my god, what was that point? Oh my god. So I spoke about constructive feedback, I spoke about buttering up and speaking, I spoke about number three is fear of making mistakes. Okay, so we don't want to make mistakes. Why? Because we want to be Mr. or Mrs. Perfectionist, and we are not want to make mistakes, and we forget people who are millionaires and billionaires, they fail tens and hundreds of business and then they become billionaire or millionaire or whatever stage that they are. How? Because they have made mistakes, they have failed several times. So people with low confidence fear making mistakes because they only concentrate on the short-term consequences and forget about the long-term consequences. They don't have an eyesight of looking at the long-term consequences. Yeah, and that's actually the fourth point also, looking at the short-term consequences and forgetting about the long-term plan or the consequences. And then I think this is for very important reason points with people with low confidence kind of keep on repeating it over a period of time again and again and then it has become they become that points, they're part of it, and they don't even know that they're committing mistakes because they don't realize that they're doing it. And now I was talking about conditioning, right? So when we were child, our parents told us not to back answer. When we were child, our parents told us not to get in a conversation with elders. So yes, when I was talking about the 4 points, there is an addition to that point. So in office, we fear of voicing out our opinion to especially our bosses, and then our colleagues as well, because what we think is how can I voice my opinion? What if it's wrong? What if he doesn't like it? Are we there to work, or are we there to genuinely work and help our organization grow? And if you're there to genuinely work and help our organization grow, you should be in a position to actually communicating those points loud and clear. Maybe it may be wrong, it could be wrong, and it's fine, you should accept it, but it's important how are you communicating those points to your colleagues and your bosses. So yeah, I was talking about the conditioning. So we were told that not to speak in front of elders, not to discuss, not to back answer our teachers, not to back answer anybody, but that back answering thing has kind of hit us so hard that we always thought that even interrupting in somebody's discussion which is not making sense or whom we are not supporting is an offense, right? And we have become part of it and we just don't want to get out of it. Like being straightforward is not considered to be a good thing. But honestly, people who genuinely care about other people, like our parents, they're straightforward to us, right? Like they're straightforward to us. They will tell us if you're wrong, they will tell us if you're right. But if you don't commit mistakes, how would you know what is working for you and what is not working for you? How would you know that this is for you and this is not for you? It's so important. Making mistakes, being straightforward, having straight conversations, not buttering up, this all thing will make you a better person. And only it's possible, and this whole thing can only become part of you when you are confident to speak your opinion, to speak whatever you think is right for you, whatever you think you need, right? Whatever you think is good for you at that moment. And so when you're suffering from these disease, I would say you're missing so many opportunities. Because tell me, why would a company hire you if you're not able to have straightforward discussion with your team members? Why would a company hire you if you're not in a position to say no to your team members or to your clients sometime also? Why would a company hire you if you're not able to give honest opinions about your subordinates, if you're just there to make relationship? Think about it. And once you start thinking about it, I am sure this will help you to become better version of yourself. So guys, this is Vinita Bhavsar, and I'm a confidence diva, and it's my hobby to help people to boost their self-confidence, because I have suffered this, I have gone through this, and I don't want people to go through this, to lose an opportunity like me. I was stuck in the same position for I think around 5.5 years to 6 years maybe, and my last 3 years have helped me in achieving whatever I couldn't achieve earlier in my career. So I just want you to help you excel in your career. So if you have anything, if you think that you have even slightest chance of low confidence, you can connect with me on Facebook. You can follow me at Bhavsar Vinita, and all the other social media, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube. You can follow me, you can search for me at Vinita Bhavsar. That's my first name and the last name. And I have also created a WhatsApp group to help people with confidence issues. So you can please, if you're interested, DM me, and I will love to share you the link, and you can join my WhatsApp community. Thank you so much for watching, and have a beautiful day. Namaste. Bye bye.